Our big beautiful trip started in Chicago with a long flight to Istanbul. After a short layover, we touched down in Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia. This medieval city with its castle on a hill towering over town would be our base for the first part of the trip. On our first full day, we headed west to the Socha Valley, known for rivers, mountains, and alpine scenery. Our destination was the picturesque village of Kobarid along the Socha River. When we arrived, we had an unplanned adventure when Shelby took a little tumble. But not to worry, the girls fixed him right up. Shelby was a trooper, and we carried on. Kobarid is located along what was the Isonzo Front in World War I, where Italians and Austro-Hungarians fought for over 2 years. A major battle in 1917 resulted in hundreds of thousands of casualties. Today, about 7,000 Italian soldiers are buried at this charnel house. We set out to hike the Kobarid Historical Trail with our guide Andrzej to get a closer view of some of the history and scenery of the area. The turquoise color of the Socha River comes from tiny particles of calcium carbonate that it picks up from limestone as it flows through the Julian Alps. We took a short side trip along a tributary of the Socha River to see a waterfall.
Oh, wow, I love
The Kozjak waterfall cascades about 45 feet into a pool in a hidden gorge. From the waterfall, we continued along the historical trail to check out some World War I fortifications. These were built by the Italians. Near the end of the historical trail, we came across some traditional Slovenian bee houses. Beekeeping is very popular in Slovenia, with nearly 1 out of every 200 Slovenians keeping bees. Then it was time to jump back in the van and head back to our hotel in Ljubljana.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody.
The next day we headed north to Lake Bled. First stop, Ventgar Gorge, where the Radovna River is carved an impressive canyon. Walls are up to 330 feet high. And a series of trails and boardwalks allowed us to experience the rushing water up close. Personally, I don't think the hard hats were really necessary, but they did make for some fun photos. Juliet thinks I have too many devices. Maybe that's true, but I don't care.
So don't blink twice. I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, had way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Hold me
A stone railway bridge built in 1905 marks the end of the gorge. From there, we climbed some steep steps back up for a short hike through the village before jumping back in the van and heading to Bled Castle. The castle's location on a hill overlooking Lake Bled offers spectacular views. The first historical references to the castle are from 1011 AD, but for me, more than its history, the best thing about Bled Castle was a chance to sample Bled cream cake. In fact, we did a taste test. Traditional Bled cream cake or Bled Rikli cake. and let's just say it was a tie.
Time flies, so don't blink twice.
Let me introduce you to the featherweight queen.
The hike up to the Ostritsa lookout provided some spectacular views, and it burned off a little bit of the bled cream cake. It was a bit of a scramble getting back down, but we made it without any tumbles.
You live in the desert. It's what pretty girls do.
We hopped aboard a traditional Pletna boat for a ride to the island in the middle of the lake. Motorized vessels aren't allowed on Lake Bled, so these traditional boats are rowed by hand. They've been the main means of transportation on the lake for centuries, and the boats are handed down from generation to generation. The church on the island is a popular spot for weddings. 99 stone steps lead from the lake up to the church, and it's said that a groom must carry his bride up all 99 steps to ensure a long and happy marriage. It's a good thing Juliet and I already have 28 years. After exploring the island, we tried some more cake, this one a potitsa, kind of like a drier version of a fruitcake, before heading back down the stairs and jumping on the boat to head back to shore.
Never had a diamond on the sole of her shoes. Just black top, white trash, straight out of the news.
Today happened to be the first day of school in Slovenia, and we learned there's an interesting first day ritual where new freshmen are literally spray painted by upperclassmen.
I'm throwing caution. What's it gonna be? Tonight the winds of change are coming over.
It was a nice evening, so we enjoyed a walk and a nice dinner along the river, near the Butcher's Bridge. The bridge is covered in these love locks that are left by couples as symbols of their everlasting love. We had a guide show us the highlights of Ljubljana. The center of town is reserved for pedestrians only, making it easy to get around on foot. We took a funicular up to the castle.
To live your whole life on a mile again.
The castle dates to the 11th century and has been rebuilt several times through its history. Today, it's an event space and a slightly disappointing modern tourist attraction. But its Archer's Tower offers great views of the old city below. We climbed down from the tower and took the funicular back down with the goal of doing some shopping. But first, we had to stop to see this puppet theater clock's hourly performance. While the puppet clock was a little disappointing, the wine at Movia definitely exceeded expectations. We even took time to play some street games on the way back to the hotel.
Oh, there you go.
The next day we were off towards Croatia, but not before a few last sights in Slovenia. Postojna Cave is one of the top tourist attractions in Slovenia and has been for years. It became popular after Archduke Ferdinand visited the cave in 1819. Today you take a train deep into the side of a hill to reach the main section of the cave.
Wore off the alcohol, and you were there like an angel waiting. I didn't know you'd have brown eyes, like to pray to Jesus, spending Friday nights at home. Didn't know you'd be the strong kind, deeper than a coal mine, loving with a heart of gold. And you're everything that I'm not, everything that I want. There's a garden, baby, you're proud.
After a brisk walk through the subterranean world, we emerged and headed about 20 minutes away to visit Ljubljana Castle. The castle looks like something from a fairy tale, built right into the side of a hill at the mouth of the cave. Ljubljana Castle was probably the most castle-y of the medieval castles we visited in Slovenia, so we really enjoyed exploring its nooks and crannies.
The rails that fall, Lord knows I needed saving. Made me forget them all. Hey, I didn't know you'd have brown eyes, like to pray to Jesus, spending Friday nights.
From there, we were back in the van for an hour ride to the Adriatic coastal town of Piran.
And you're everything that I'm not, everything.
Piran's multicolored buildings reminded me of Venice, and for good reason. Piran was part of the Venetian Empire for over 500 years.
Better me for you.
We enjoyed exploring its seaside promenades, maze of small streets and squares. Its largest square here, Tartini Square, is named for Baroque composer and violinist Giuseppe Tartini.
I sing your praises every way, like the hymnals all say. I could love you till the end of time. And I never knew you'd have brown eyes, like the bread of Jesus, spend your Friday nights at home. Never knew you'd be the strong kind.
From Piran, it was a short drive across the border into Croatia, where our trip continues.